Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. How is life? I hope you are going strong. So, today many people are studying alone at home. Just like a lot of you. I also do it myself. I do it sometimes. And I know that a lot of you learn from home because they don't have access to what? To an English teacher. Nowadays, self-study is great, but sometimes you have questions that you really want to ask an English teacher. Like, for example, teacher, which word is more common, this one or this one? Teacher, which words go more naturally with this word? Teacher, what are some fashionable and cool and new expressions in English? At first, it might seem like the only person who can answer those types of questions is an English teacher, or even a native speaker. But today, I'm here to help you. I'm here to answer those questions. I can answer exactly those types of questions. And this is completely free. And this will enable you to be really effective at self-studying. It will help you be able to study alone at home. But let me first introduce myself. I am teacher Hassan from Morocco. I teach English in high school. I am a holder of many diplomas and certificates from several Moroccan institutions. And I am ready to teach English to any person interested through this channel, which is named Learn English Alone, From Home and Effortlessly. This is your channel. It is your channel, not mine. Follow it. You will certainly make progress. This channel speaks both English and Arabic. After a profound thinking, I decided to include Arabic subtitling in the screen of my videos because I am myself Arabic native and my potential audience is Arabic too. So this is my philosophy and this is the policy of this channel. The topic of today is learning English from home. We are going to talk about whether you can learn English at home on your own. I think you can. And I'm going to give you some tips and recommendations. It's a pretty weird time, isn't it? A lot of us are suddenly having to spend a lot of time on our own at home. But this does not mean that we have to put a pause on what we want to achieve. Like, for example, learning a language. It is possible to continue learning a language on your own at home. And of course, I'm not going to talk about all the tried and tested methods like watching TV shows, movies with subtitles, listening to the radio, etc., etc. This is quite known to everyone. These are other tips that are more relevant than ever before. So listen. Let's get straight into the topic. The first tip is free conversation classes. If you want to learn to speak a language, you need and you are going and you must have to practice conversing. I reached out to some of my students that I consider to be very, very successful, and I asked them what they were doing during lockdown. The one activity that came up time and time again and again was online conversation classes. Yes, I thought that was really interesting because I expected that they were paying for them. But it turns out that a lot of them are doing it for free. This surprised me. I didn't think that there would be people running online classes for free, but there are. You can find them. You can use them to improve your language skills on your own. There are lots of non-profit online communities offering Zoom conversation lessons. There are lots of teachers that often offer these group sessions to advertise themselves, to advertise their private sessions as well. These Zoom groups are sometimes run by teachers and sometimes students, by learners of English who want to meet other like-minded students and practice together. Most importantly, if you can't find one of these groups or you can't find one that suits you, why not try hosting one by yourself? I'm sure if you post any language forums or underneath YouTube videos, you will be able to find a group of like-minded people who also want to practice conversing with you. Let us move now to point number 2, which comes when I was speaking to my students about learning from home on their own. There were 2 key problems that came up again and again: motivation and access to feedback. That's where the BUSU comes from. BUSU has a solution for both these problems. If you haven't heard of BUSU before, it's a global language learning community on both desktop and mobile, which I know is very important for many people. They have loads of language courses that you can take to practice your speaking, listening, reading, and writing in English, and also in many other languages. On this platform, you can connect with speakers of the language that you are learning and receive feedback. Feedback is very important. It's like gold dust when you are learning a language. It's so valuable, but it's often very hard to find, especially if you are learning a very popular language. They have also this amazing study plan, which is a tool which helps you stay motivated. It breaks the language down and reminds you when and what to study, allowing you to set realistic goals. When I start focusing on learning a language, I get overwhelmed. I don't know where to start. This breaks it down for you. To sign up, to pursue and explore what they have to offer, click on the link in the description box. You can sign up for free, or you can choose to get a premium account, which has loads of additional features. Let's move to number 3, accountability partners or accountability buddies. This one depends on your personality and whether you like working under pressure or not. When people embark on a difficulty or on a difficult challenge, like losing weight or running a marathon, they often find it easier to do it with somebody that's going to act as an extra push of motivation. Because sometimes if you don't feel like doing something, but you see someone that you are close to doing it, it pushes you and it persuades you to do that, to do what you don't necessarily want to do. If you see your brother or your friend praying a lot, you feel far more inclined to join them. If they do a lot of exercise and go to the gym, you do that too. You can do this also with the language learning. You can find an accountability partner. I bet there is a nicer name for it, English buddy, or something like that, or a motivation mate, somebody that you can be in touch with. You can meet when you have done your study session. If you are students, you can continue when you are what you have learned. You can compare techniques, although I don't like comparison. This can all be done over WhatsApp or text messages or email, but forming a friendship with someone and being in the same situation, offering those kind words when you need to, offering those motivational words when they need them, this is really amazing. Number 4, listen to specific podcasts. I absolutely love podcasts because you can multitask. I love running and listening to something educational while I'm doing exercise. Seems like an excellent use of my time. If you want to improve your listening and pronunciation, the most amazing way to do it is to listen to a podcast while reading the transcript at the same time. Last one, number 5, imitation. Imitate native speakers. Look at their mouths, which may look or sound weird, but they aren't. Instead of making eye contact, it's better to make eye-to-mouth contact. Look at the speaker's lips and their lip position and their mouth shape. Look at where they put their tongues in their mouth and how their teeth were in comparison to their tongues. You may probably make them feel a bit uncomfortable. So, that is one of the beauties of studying at home on your own. You can do this without embarrassment, with a mirror. If you really like the way somebody speaks, but they speak quite quickly, play around with slowing them down. You can do this on YouTube. Sometimes it doesn't work so well. Make sure it's a video where you can clearly see their mouth. Hold the video up to your face. Play the video, hold the mirror up to your face. Recreate the mouth movements and the intonation and the tongue position. If there is a sound that you just can't grasp, this technique will really help you. When people try to improve their public speaking, whether they are learning a new language or doing it in their own native language, it is often recommended that they practice in front of a mirror. This is very much the same. It's about getting more comfortable, right? That's it for today's topic, for today's talk. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope you can take some of these tips and put them into practice. Thank you very much. See you next time, inshallah.